How to beat the HP Champs only secret room in the Hard Doom Tower, starting now. What is going on, Raiders? Soda Dragon here, and today we are tackling the HP Champs only secret room in the Hard Doom Tower. So good news here, this room does not require any legendary champions. In fact, one of the main champs we're going to use is a rare. So yeah, if you got the legendaries, of course use them, but if you don't, then still you got a really good shot at beating the secret room. So who's going to be the core member of our team that is a rare? He is this guy right here, Sentinel. So what does Sentinel do for us? Well, basically he gives us 100% control over one target enemy. His A1 when booked has an 85% chance to provoke the enemy when he hits him with a crit. So of course we're going to build him with crit rate, and there are key enemies that we need to control the whole time. And we're going to up that provoke chance to 90% with the mastery Fearsome Presence. So in round 1, who do we need to control? It's this guy here, Hakorn Smashlord. We cannot allow him to use his A2 here, Rallowing Bellow. Basically it's a full team cleanse / block debuffs / heal. We cannot allow him to get this off even once. So we're going to relentlessly A1 him with our Sentinel to keep him locked down. After Hakorn is dead, it really doesn't matter who you kill next. Just kill everybody off and get to the next round. So in round 2, there are 2 enemies that we need to kill off, but the first of the 2 is going to be Santa here. Here's why. He has this A3 here, Goodwill, where he puts up an unkillable buff plus a continuous heal on the whole team. So it's going to be much harder to kill those guys off unless you bring a buff stripper if they have that unkillable buff on them. So our goal with Sentinel, deny Santa his goodwill. So the second person that we need to kill in round 2 is going to be Mortu Macabre here. But until Santa is dead, we do not touch Mortu Macabre. So why is this? I'm sure you guys know, because when you attack him because of his passive here, Fiery Rage, he has a 20% chance to unlock his secret skill, which is Peril here. Now, not only does it ignore shields, ignore block damage, ignore defense, but when it kills you, you cannot revive that champ. So what's our strategy here with Mortu if hitting him can unlock Peril? Well, it's going to be only one person hits him. That is Sentinel. And if Sentinel can get a provoke off, then everybody unloads on this guy. But that's it. If Sentinel hits him and he gets a weak hit and doesn't provoke him, then no one else touches him. So there will be a lot of RNG involved in this, especially since Sentinel is a weak affinity compared to Mortu Macabre here. So of course, if you got other epic or legendary control champs that are not the bad affinity against Mortu, then use them. The point of Sentinel isn't that he's the best. The point of Sentinel is that he's fairly accessible, being only a rare. But even if Mortu here unlocks Peril and is not provoked, it's not the end of the world. This is where ally protection comes in big to keep your team alive, lasting through one of those perils. So once again, the strategy is only Sentinel attacks Mortu, and if Mortu is provoked, then everybody unloads on him. But if Sentinel attacks Mortu and Mortu is not provoked, let's say there's a weak hit, then put up that ally protection. Protect your Sentinel. So once Santa and Mortu are dead for round 2, go ahead and kill everybody else off. It doesn't matter the order. Alright guys, on to round 3. So who do we have to worry about? It's only one guy, and it's this guy again. It's Mortu. Use the same Sentinel strategy that we talked about in round 2 for Mortu, and once you kill off Mortu, kill off everybody else in whatever order you want. Alright guys, back to our team. So who else are we bringing into the team besides Sentinel? Because no, Sentinel cannot solo the whole level by himself. So one of the main things that we're looking for is healing, plus ally protection would be great against those perils. So who are we going to use for that? Is going to be Jerick here. He's a great healer with his passive that just puts a continuous heal on anyone that takes a big hit. He does have ally protection strong version, and he also has a nice HP aura in all battles. But we're still going to need a lot more healing than just Sentinel's passive and Jerick's passive. So who else are we bringing into the team? Some of the best healers in the game, Rasks. When Rask hits an enemy with a crit, it doesn't matter how much damage it does. He's going to heal everybody on the team for 10% of his max health. So hypothetically, if you're building your Rask with, let's say, 100,000 HP, then when he crits, he's going to heal everybody on the team for 10% of that. So 10,000 HP healing. Now my Rasks aren't quite up there as far as HP, but I still get massive healing out of them. So really the 5th slot on the team is for your DPS champion. It can be whoever you have on your account. This last slot is totally flexible. So that's it guys, this is your budget team to beat that HP Champs secret room. We got 1 rare, 3 epics, and a DPS of your choice. Could be anybody. Alright guys, this is going to be a manual run. Even targeted auto is going to be really iffy once it comes to those Mortus, so I recommend just manual it. You only need to do it once. Alright guys, on to everyone's gear stats and masteries, starting with Sentinel here. So how have I geared him? I have him in a Relentless set and an Immortal set. On to his total stats. So for his HP, I have it at 61,000. I have his attack at 1600, defense 2300, speed 200, crit rate 93%, crit damage 109%, resist 280, and accuracy 212. So guys, for this secret room, it's real important to have enough resistance. So you're gonna need plus 250 resistance. That is our goal. Now, if you have a debuffing character like Sentinel here, then your goal for accuracy is plus 150. So plus 150 accuracy if you have a debuffing character, and plus 250 resistance for virtually all of your characters, if not all of them, for this secret room. There are just too many debuffs we need to resist, especially those provokes from those Angars. Next up, guys, is the books. So I would recommend you use as many books as you have to make sure this A1 gets booked out. Unbooked, the 60% chance to land this provoke is just too low. So make sure you book out your Sentinel's A1. Onto his masteries. So the most important ones for this secret room are firstly here with Retribution, so we get a chance to counterattack when Sentinel is hit with a big hit. Now he's going to counterattack with his A1, which has that high provoke chance, which is really good. And lastly, here we have Fearsome Presence. So we are increasing the chances of landing that provoke by 5%. So instead of a booked 85% chance to land that provoke with his A1, now he has a 90% chance to land it. All right, guys, on to Jerick. So how have I geared him? I have him in a Stalwart set and an Accuracy set. Onto his total stats. So I have his HP at 61,000. I have the attack at 1,700, defense at 2,700, speed 228, crit rate 38%, crit damage 104%, resist 349, and accuracy 366. So when you see these big accuracy and resist numbers, don't be intimidated. They're not required for this particular secret room. I have them high because I use him in a lot of places. But remember, we're only shooting for plus 150 accuracy and plus 250 resistance. Onto Jerick's books. So for this particular secret room, I would say books aren't really needed, but if you have the extra spare epic books, then try to book out this A2. It's only one book. Onto his masteries. So really the most important one here for this particular secret room is lasting gifts here. So we are potentially extending that strong version continuous heal that he puts up through his passive when allies take a big hit, including himself. We're extending it by 1 turn potentially, so this is absolutely huge. So really this is the only one that you need here. War Master is really good against bosses, but none of the enemies are bosses in this particular secret room, right? In none of the secret rooms. And here we do have Master Hexer. This is for his A1 decrease attack, but once again, this isn't a huge benefit to this particular secret room, that decrease attack. So really all we're looking for is lasting gifts. Alright guys, onto our Rasks. So since both are geared similarly, I'm just going to show you one of them. So how have I geared my Rasks? I have them in a Retaliation set and an Immortal set. Onto his total stats. So I have his HP at 81,000, I have the attack at 1,900, defense 2,000, speed 192, crit rate 94%, crit damage 149%, resist 287, and accuracy 128. So as far as books for Rask, there is no situation where you should ever spend any of your books on Rask. Like for reals. Never, ever, ever. They don't do anything for him. Save your epic books. Never book out your Rasks. But what do you need to do? You need to at least ascend him to that 3rd level to make sure his passive here, Cannibalism, works for more than just himself. That's it. Ascend him to that 3rd level. Do not waste any books ever on your Rasks. Onto his masteries. So the most important ones for this particular secret room are here. We have Retribution, so when he takes a big hit, he has a chance to counterattack with his A1. And if he gets a crit with that, he's healing everybody on the team for 10% of his max HP. Really nice. And plus here we have Deterrence. So when an ally is CC'd, then he has a chance to counterattack Russian with his A1, which if he gets a crit, it's going to heal everybody on the team up again. So you see what's going on here. So really these 2 counterattack talents are the best for your Rask in almost every situation. Alright guys, that is it for this secret room guide. Hopefully this helps you get through this secret room, especially if you're lacking a lot of those OP legendary characters. Thanks for watching guys. Let me know in the comments if this helps you out. And if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and share. Turn on all notifications. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.